had a really hard time getting up this morning. Woke up early, used a tree, got back in my tent, just made the video, said I'm just gonna rest my eyes for a minute, and next thing I know it's 9:30 and I start getting up, and now it's almost 11. I don't have anything to say. I was just tired, I guess. But I'm up and moving now. So this stream over here that I got water from last night is dry. It's gone. I guess it wasn't really a stream so much as water running off from that storm, because it's gone. There's no more stream there. Fortunately, there's a water cache here, so I can get some water before I push on. Anyway, I gotta get going. I'll talk to you later. Well, this is the trail, and over there is where I'm gonna be camping tonight. I just have to get across this river. Guess I'm gonna take off my socks and my pants and just wade across naked. Hopefully nobody comes along on some sort of dirt road, so a car could roll up any minute. So hopefully nobody comes along and sees that, because they'll have nightmares for life. They'll be scarred forever. But I would have to cross it anyway, so I'm not gonna camp on this side. That doesn't make any sense. So when I first came down here, I had planned to try to get find a 100-foot of fishing line, and I don't know, maybe 50 feet of fishing line, and a couple hooks, something light I could carry my pack. Nobody would know I have it, but I could find a place like this and go fishing. And I saw some fish when I was crossing there, and I realized I never got around to doing it. So I'll never admit to doing it, but if I had some fishing line, I would definitely try to catch a fish for dinner. Although I don't really know what I would cook it with. I'm not even carrying oil or butter right now, which is another mistake. I need to get some oil or butter and start carrying that. Anyway, this is where I'm calling it tonight. I did a few miles today. I did 17 in somebody's car, and then I yellow blazed 17 miles, and then I did 3 more. So, I just want to get to the Appalachian Trail. I'm tired of hiking alone, always being alone. It's depressing. So I really want to get to the Appalachian Trail, so I'm going to speed up this hike a little bit. Right now, this is the 100-mile marker for southbounders. Of course, I won't be doing the 30 through Dalton, so Dalton is kind of a scary town, and I'm not sure why they have 30 miles of trail through it. But I'm going to try to get to the other side of Dalton, and then just get to the Appalachian Trail. I'm considered trying to hitch to Neal's Gap, but I'm not sure exactly how I'd get there. I'm not sure of the route, so just to be absolutely clear, if I was to hitch to Neal's Gap between now and the end of February, my goal would be to hike south to Springer, and then, like I said, I'd hang out for kickoff and then go back to Neal's Gap and hike from there. So, just to be clear, if I get to, I am doing some yellow blazing here on the Pinhoti Trail. I do not plan to do any of that on the Appalachian Trail. I plan to be firm on the Appalachian Trail and keep going. One of my goals on this hike was not to get vortex, and I've managed to avoid it. I have taken some breaks. There's been some gaps in my hiking. I haven't hiked every day. I've stayed in shelters to avoid bad weather and for other reasons. And but I haven't gotten vortex in town, and that's a big accomplishment, because that's my biggest problem on the Appalachian when I'm hiking. So I bought this. I thought it would make a good creamy potato soup. I thought it would be tasty on the trail. The broth has a good flavor to it, but absolutely every time I tried to cook it, it burnt. It would burn the pot, and then I would have to work to clean the pot out. It was just disappointing. The flavor is good. I said if you're looking to make a creamy potato soup at home, this might be a good thing, but on the trail, it burnt every single time I tried to cook it. So I won't be buying this again, unfortunately. Hey everybody, it is February 16th. We are 12 days away from when I meet up with my friend Georgia. That is her trail name. Hopefully you'll get to meet her. It depends if she wants to be on camera or not. And then the 29th, I'll be doing a resupply, fixing my gear, hopefully fixing that inflatable sleeping pad that I got as a Christmas gift from my brother. And then I will be going to kickoff, and we'll get y'all. Hopefully I'll get to show you what kickoff is like. It'll be a new experience for me. I've never done kickoff before, but I'm looking forward to it. And then I will be getting up on the Appalachian Trail. I can't wait. Part of me is still considering trying to hitch over to Neal's Gap and hiking south, but I think I just want to start at Springer and hike north. Don't want to mess around with going back and getting back to Neal's Gap. That just seems awkward. Probably would be pretty easy, but it seems awkward. Anyway, I'm filtering some water right now, as you can see. I'm going to chug it, and then I'm going to hike. I've got a 5-mile hike uphill today, and then a couple mile downhill, depending on where I end up spending the night. There's a bunch of comments saying that the view from the top is amazing and should not be missed, and the sunset and the sunrise is amazing and should not be missed. However, 5 miles is a short day, and I don't know if I want to do that short of a day today. So we'll see what it looks like when I get up there, and I will talk to you later. So it's important to backwash your filter. As you can see, I've got it lined up. This is a double interconnector that you can buy on Amazon for a couple bucks, or it comes with some of the Sawyers. Anyway, before you filter, you should tap just lightly. It's ceramic in there, so you don't want to tap too hard. But you tap lightly, and then you squeeze, and you can see when it comes clear. So I'm going to tap a couple more times, make sure it's all cleared out in there. There. Hopefully that'll help speed up my cleaning in the future. Check out this waterfall I found. Can't get too close to it. I'm on hiking an old forest road since I left the river. But there's a pretty waterfall with the sun. Gotta keep going. Hike so far today hasn't been that bad. It's been this old road all day. We got a couple springs coming out of the side of the cliff here. Well, not cliff, but the hillside, whatever you want to call it. Unfortunately, it means I'm getting my feet wet. But yeah, there's a spring right there. There's one over there, and there's another one over here. They're probably all the same spring, really. Just coming out of the rocks in 3 different places. And I got my foot wet. Nope. Yep, definitely wet. So there's the third place. It's kind of cool. I hear something moving around on the other side of the road, but I think it's a chipmunk or a squirrel or something. I don't think it's anything. And so the road came to end in this little clearing area. They call it a meadow on the GOG. And now I'm back on trail. Oh well. It was fun while it lasted. I've got 3 more miles of up before I get to the top. But the top is some sort of like semi-famous lookout point. So we'll see what comes. I've seen some pretty crazy things in my time on the trail, but take a look at this. Tree shattered, but rather than the broken piece falling down, somehow the broken piece wound up higher up in a tree. Yeah, that's probably 40 feet up in the tree. I have never seen anything quite that crazy in my life. Somehow, some way, when the tree exploded, the broken piece jumped up. I don't even know. I have no idea how that would have happened. bad wind, maybe. The piece got caught in the broken piece got caught in the crook of between the two trees, and a bad windstorm, and when the trees went back erect, I don't know. I have no idea how something like that would have happened. That is absolutely wild. It would be interesting to find out how. I mean, that just, yeah. I don't even know. It had to have been some sort of windstorm, maybe a tornado. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Can't wait to show somebody it. Can't wait to show you guys it. So just past that weird broken tree that's hanging up in between two other trees, I found this right on trail. It looks like there must have been some sort of wind event that came through here recently, because this breakage all looks pretty recent. Well, that looks older. Maybe. But this stuff right here looks pretty recent. So that tree got chopped off. That tree got chopped off. And maybe that tree? No, that tree looks older. That might be this tree right here that I thought looked older. But it looks like there was some sort of wind event here over the winter. Oh, almost to the top. I got 0.2 of a mile to go, and it's a gravel road. That would be super easy for me. I probably already would have been up there, except carrying 3 liters of water so I can have lunch when I get up there. So, last 0.8 of a mile, carrying an extra 6 pounds of water. Probably wasn't the smartest idea, but I want to have lunch up there. It's supposed to be a really fantastic view. And then it's about 2 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock exactly. So I'll probably pack up around 3 and head down, find some place to camp on the other side of this mountain. Yeah, talk to you later. So there's the view I hiked all this way to get to. People are right, it's a pretty spectacular view. Probably make for a great sunrise, but tomorrow is supposed to be a high of 44, and it's supposed to rain tonight. So I want to get off this mountain before I get snowed on. So I'd much rather have rain than snow. So I'm filtering some water. I'm gonna make some tuna fish, or eat some tuna fish, and maybe some chocolate, and then go to hike down this mountain. So this is called the John Mountain Overlook, I think. It's a pretty good view, probably the best view I've gotten in this whole hike so far. All right. I'm supposed to get a waterfall view on my way down to the next road, or the valley, whatever. We'll see if I can find that. There's a parking area. Apparently cars come up here, locals come up here for the sunrise and the sunset. So, I've only done 5 miles, a little more than 5 today. I gotta try to do at least 2.5 more. So we'll see how it comes. Yeah, Jones Mountain is what this is called. Alright, so here's a map of the area. I'm up at the top where it says pink. According to Far Out, this here is the Pinhoti Trail. This is a side trail that's supposed to have better view of the falls. So we'll see what happens when I get there. But yeah, I'm trying to get down here. There's a picnic area with trash cans. That's where I'm headed. So I looked at the map and I said, okay, I'm just gonna hike down start hiking down, and start hiking, and looked around and realized I've gone a couple 100 yards and haven't seen a white blaze or a peyote symbol anywhere. So I checked the far out, and good thing I did, because I was heading on the wrong freaking trail. Kind of glad this trail's pretty rocky. Or unglad. I mean, I gotta hike back along this rocky trail to get back to the parking lot and then figure out where the heck the trail actually goes. But, oh well. At least I didn't go too far. Check out this spring that I just found. The water's gushing, like really gushing. Unfortunately, I don't need water. Well, fortunately, I don't need water. I got 2.5 liters on me right now. I don't know why I'm carrying that much, but I didn't want to throw it all away, so. Alright, so apparently the Kenyan, how do you pronounce that? Falls Trail goes to the same place, but it's prettier. So I'm going to take that if I can figure out where it is. I take warning signs very seriously. I will not be going beyond this sign. The fact that they need a sign telling you that, it's kind of crazy. I wouldn't want to go down there, over there. Fuck that. Excuse my language, but hell no. This observation deck clearly needs to get fixed. That's not healthy. Oh, that's pretty. The cave. There's a trail over there. I don't know if that's the Kenyan Falls Trail or not. So there's the falls coming down the hill. I'll be hugging the edge of this cliff face. Hopefully I don't slip and fall, because that would be painful. Taking the blue blaze, although to be honest, I didn't see the white blaze. I don't know where the actual peyote trail was. I didn't see it. So, no idea where I went. But this is pretty. Scary, but pretty. From a slightly different angle, this looks really steep, but now that I look at it, it's steep, but you would have to really work at it to fall off this cliff. It's probably, I don't know. Yeah, you'd have to really jump to get off this cliff. You're not just gonna fall off. Which is, good, because I like living. Alright, it's getting late. I want to get off this mountain so I can find someplace to sleep. Oh, there's some hikers down there. I don't know if you can see them. Right there. Anyway, maybe I'll get this chance to say hi. Well, according to Firewater, I'm actually on the trail, so don't know what happened there. I thought I took a side trail, but Firewater says I'm on the trail. So I'm about 0.8 from the place where I'm hoping to camp. It's like a picnic area with vault toilets and trash cans, and that's probably for day use only, but I don't think anybody will care if I spend the night. So it's 7:06, and I just got into my tent. I haven't even eaten dinner yet. Unfortunately, the place I was hoping to camp at had no viable tent sites. I guess I could have crashed inside of the toilets, but that didn't seem fun. Also, several cars went in there and came back out while I was walking out to the road, so not good. So yeah, no viable tent sites. I pushed on, ended up sleeping on the side of a hill. It's probably won't be very comfortable, but I'm mostly flat, partially flat. I don't know, 25-degree angle. I don't know. I'll sleep. Good night. Well, I slept fairly well, despite the fact that, unfortunately, a tent partially blew over in the wind last night. Yeah. This side of the tent, the stake pulled out, and I stuck it back in, and it pulled out again, and I couldn't find it because my flashlight died. This morning when the light was bright enough, I got up and I tried to stake it back out, and the whole side of the whole ground over there is all soggy. It rained a couple times last night, and I assume it just saturated the ground to the point where the stake's not going to hold, so it's fine. I'm gonna get up in a minute. I looked at far out. The road that I crossed 2/10 mile back last night leads to a Dollar General, so I'm gonna go try to hitch. The road has some traffic. It's about a 5-mile walk, so hopefully I can get a hitch. After walking down the road for about, I don't know, 40 minutes, I've seen one car going the wrong way, and I ran into an old version of the Pinhoti Trail. Actually, on my map, this is marked as a horse bike bypass for the Ross terrain I did yesterday. But that's kind of funny. So I'm not going that way. I'm gonna keep going down the road. I've seen one car. It went the wrong way, but I was walking down the road, and all of a sudden I saw this sign over here that says Pinhoti, and I'm like, huh, that's strange. It's blazed and everything properly, but it's not the Pinhoti Trail I hiked yesterday. Speaking of yesterday, I did 8 miles yesterday. 8.1 is what it said when I checked my the far out before I went to sleep. So I hiked 8.1 miles yesterday. And it was full dark when I set up, which is not something I'm happy about. I didn't get a very good tent set up. And I passed, I don't know, 6 good ones on my way back out to the road. I passed at least 6 spots I could have set up my tent in that were better than where I was. So I'm not going to make a habit of hiking until dark, but it worked for me yesterday. Hi everybody. So I got a ride into Villanelle. After walking about 2 miles on the road, I got a ride into Villanelle. I got some resupply at the Dollar General, and then I was walking back towards the road to take me back to the trail, and I got picked up by this great guy named Steven. He asked me if I had anything to eat, and I was honest, I hadn't eaten anything yet. I was planning on cooking some food once I got back to the trail. But he took me to his farm, introduced me to his mother, his uncle, his wife. His wife cooked a really fantastic breakfast. Eggs, bacon, toast. I mean, it was simple, but I mean, it was really tasty. And he let me charge my devices for a little while. Then as we were leaving to go back to the trail, he offered to buy me a pair of shoes, because he didn't like the fact that I was hiking in my Crocs. I told him the Crocs were fine for now. He was really insistent, and I said, I'm fine with the Crocs, that they're doing their job, and, getting me where I need to go. So instead of paying for the Crocs, he ended up putting me up in the Red Roof Inn in Dalton for the night. So I'm in Dalton. Tomorrow I have this 26-mile road walk that I will not be doing. I'm gonna try to get a ride to the other side of Dalton. That'll leave me with about 44 miles of trail left on the Pinhoti Trail, and then I will be on the Benton McKay Trail and heading back down towards Springer. I have 11 days until I meet my friend Georgia. That's the person, not the state. And then after kickoff, which will probably I'll probably have one more video before kickoff, and I'll do a video for kickoff, and then I'll get started on the Appalachian Trail. Can't wait to get started. Can't wait to be on it. If any of you guys that were watching my videos live anywhere near the Appalachian Trail and want to come out and meet me, just let me know where you're at. Text me on, send me a message on Facebook. Tell me where you're at and where you'd like to meet. I would love to meet you. You don't have to bring me anything special. You're, of course, welcome to, but, I mean, I'd be happy with just this chance to meet you. I do these videos because I want to inspire other people, especially people that think they can't do it for whatever reason. I'm a big guy. I've lost a lot of weight doing this. But I see people, they're like, oh, I do it, but I'm overweight, and it's like, please, it's just a matter of putting one foot in front of the other. It doesn't take any special skills. You just need to walk. That's it. So, I'd love to meet some people. If anybody wants to come out and meet me, obviously I'm going to be hiking, so I won't be meeting you, but if you want to come out and meet me, feel free to let me know. And I will be eventually coming back to finish the Pinhoti Trail. Maybe not the road walks, but the rest of the Pinhoti Trail I'll come back and finish the sections I missed. But I just want to get to the Appalachian Trail. It's just got a really fantastic community that I really miss out here. I want to be able to sit at a shelter in the evening and talk with other hikers and stuff. So, anyway, I'll be there soon. A couple more days, and I'll be on the, 11 more days, 12, 13 more days, I'll be on the Appalachian Trail. Until then, I'm just going to keep putting one foot in front of the other. You have a nice night.